Good morning, Internet, and welcome back to the Badlands. As I was queuing up all of my shipping, which you can see I still don't have a mechatronics engineer, but I'm getting close. I think in the last video I found these pip eggs, and then right after I stopped recording, this one arbor acorn popped out. So I was like, oh perfect, I'll build a pip ranch that will give me dirt, lumber, a whole bunch of other good stuff. So I was building this and realized I wasn't recording. And I thought I'd show a trick. I thought they had patched it out, but they hadn't yet. So you see I've got this super conveniently placed copper ore. Well, the way I did that is if you build around a manual airlock and then have a dupe destroy it. I just realized I built this and then destroyed the ladder and then didn't put the ladder back in. I dug the area out to put in a ladder and then, nobody can get back there. If you deconstruct the airlock, you're left with 200 kilograms of copper ore. Boom, pops out, and now you have a natural tile that pips will plant on, and then I don't have to spend polluted water or energy trying to farm the trees. I was thinking about putting hydroponics farm and running a pipe from over here and running it over to there, and I was like, oh, never mind. Let's see, this isn't hooked up to power yet. No, not yet. All right. So we're gonna grab all of this water up here. So this finally went dormant. Its next activity is in 54 cycles. On the assistant, you can go through and do a Geyser Calculator. So I'm going to go and run that in. So we see that our eruption output is 4,027.8 per second. Our eruption period is 419 seconds every 626. And most importantly is that activity cycle, that it's active 87.1 out of every 147.4. So what this tells me is that when it's active, I roughly get 2.6 kilograms a second out of it. But for its activity cycle, so the entire time through its dormancy, the average is 1.6 kilograms a second. So this one steam vent isn't enough to run these two electrolyzers. So it's important to go and do that math, and it's pretty darn simple of multiplication and division to figure out exactly how much water you have on a map. Water sources are how you determine how many dupes you can support. Each electrolyzer is about 8 duplicates, and each one takes 1 kilogram of water. So each kilogram of water you can find or make or do whatever is 8 duplicates. So if you want to do a 100 dupe challenge, then you got to find a whole lot of water to be able to support them. So that's the quick math on that. I waited for it to go dormant before I sent a dupe in there so they wouldn't just get cooked. And then what I'll probably do is put in a cooling solution sometime in the next 50 cycles and then just not have that be hot. I'm slowly pumping hydrogen over into here so that these guys will keep growing scales, and hopefully I will get a glossy Dreco out of it here soon. And this now has 11 eggs in it, so some of them will start turning into meat. As you can see, we've got quite a bit of food. So I'm going to turn off my dupes from eating barbecue. And where are we on scales? Is that it? No, it's this guy. This is my mechatronics engineer. All right, so let's have you start working up towards exosuit. I'm gonna need some rooms for them to play in. I don't have any of those yet. But because I'm getting high up on my morale needs, and I should put in some recreational rooms, which increases their morale. Eventually I want to do soda fountains. They are some of the easiest extra morale to get. You just need to suck up some carbon dioxide, which is a good use for it. And I think we need some furniture in there, so go with a couple of flower pots. I won't hook them up to power or anything yet. I don't need to. These pip eggs I just dumped in there and then let them hatch. It takes a long time from the time an arbor acorn is planted before you get branches out of it. So more likely these pips will grow up, lay one egg and die before that arbor tree is actually ready to go. And by queuing up all of my shipping, my dupes will go around and do all the supplying and drop all the raw materials off. Oh, sweet, another arbor acorn. Alright, so let's do... I'm gonna put these 2 storage bins here and drop the 2 arbor acorns right where I want them. That way when the pips hatch, they should just plant them right there. So if I do seed, arbor acorn, 1 kilogram, that should be 1 seed in each. Perfect. And then we can drop it and deconstruct. And now we got a seed waiting right where we need it. And I'll eventually put shipping and stuff in here. It's just going to take a while before we need it. Ah, you're so close. Just need that 1 more. And we're starting to dig down. This is actually my carbon dioxide storage for right now. Kind of pumped all my hydrogen over here. I'll pump some more in here soon. Ooh, stuck. Oh, you are stuck. How did you even get over there? What have you got next to you, Igneous? Alright, well, fine. Build a ladder out of Igneous. What do I care? Yep, I get out of there. Then I'm dropping the extra Drecos in there, which will hopefully give me some reed fiber. Mind I need to up the priority on these. Waiting for that to say skill point earned. How many more of these eggs I've got? 3, 2. What have I got in the way of raw eggs? It's just annoying that it takes 10 nymph eggs to get raw eggs, so 2 more. All that to get 1 omelet. I'm cooking up some barbecue. We still got some ice loaf. We're doing okay. We're getting reed fiber, and I think station-wise I can put these in. Put them back 1. That way they can work up there and not have to worry about getting, breathing. Since these aren't super high priority, they don't need to be, hooked up to massively stable oxygen, because once they're full, the dupes using them will hardly ever use any of the oxygen in the suits. And how close are these eggs? They're halfway there. I don't have any place to put polluted ice, but it's all just going to melt anyway. Problem is, if I dig up into that, all of these will turn off. I guess I don't need that much in the way of pinch of pepper nuts. I've got enough growing. I just want some glossy Dreco eggs so that I can get some plastic. See, what are these guys' chances? 15, 23. So because they're eating mealwood, their chances of glossy Dreclet eggs goes up. I'm probably going to turn off one of these incubators. I think we're going to let all of these sun nymphs out. So I don't want this to have any of the flying nymphs because they're just useless in here. Don't need shine bugs, don't need shine nymphs. We'll put those guys up here. Yeah. Yeah, it was fun getting some sunlight out of him. Oh, skill point earned. Ah, not yet. You still got a ways. Right, anybody else even getting close? No, you still need 3 more. And we should be getting, yeah, now some oxygen's flowing into there. That'll fill up these tanks. What are you doing over here? I know that guy. Do I have, oh, I can make, nice. I have enough. How many do I want? 5? 5. And then I will put a door. Guess it doesn't matter. Alright, what do we got in the printer? Ooh, another. I don't think I need another arbor acorn. I want suit wearing, but you can't do building and you have bottomless stomach. So right now we'll just make sure that our food's sorted. Research. I'm just about done with research. Got a few more before I have to go up into space. Alright, now they're delivering suits. The whole point of this door is so they can only go one way, so that if they go in wearing suits, they don't pop out the wrong side. Now we can do Atmo suit checkpoint. There. Priority 8. And now that these guys have suits, we can lower the priority. There shouldn't be a chance of bad air getting in. And now they can run around up in there and not have to worry about breathing. I think I got enough hydrogen stored up. I can turn the hydrogen back on. Yep, perfect. It looks like one of those is already full. Yeah, this doesn't pull in a whole lot of oxygen, but it's plenty enough for what this does. And then once this gets to 2 kilograms, it'll stop flowing, which is just enough. Now there should be a layer below it of oxygen, carbon dioxide, whatever, and then just having this little lip keeps all the hydrogen from coming out. Alright, this is just about, oh right, I keep forgetting I'm waiting for plastic for the germ sensor. So look at this. The way this works is it'll come in, there'll be a germ sensor here. If the germs are above 1, it'll cycle back around. Then if there is too much liquid in this pipe, it'll bypass down to here, and that will tell this valve to turn off. So once I get to an external source of polluted water, it won't overfill the system. And then you use a liquid vent to kind of regulate the amount of polluted water going through that. And that allows a slow trickle to always be cycling. And then boom, no more germs. Skill point, is that the right one? Nope. You need 2 more. Just takes forever to get up to mechatronics engineers. Alright, while we're waiting on all of that, it's probably time to start queuing up the industrial brick. Which, as is tradition, I'm just going to toss right in the middle of my base. Because that's where I like it. And once you find out something you like in this game, stick to it, you know how it works. Should have plenty of iron ore. Alright, so right now I'm considering whether or not I want to do a backup coal, and probably. So, a coal generator station, if you're going to do automation on it, needs to be 4 high. And then everything else is 3. And I know that I have a hydrogen vent I haven't tapped into yet, so we'll probably have enough hydrogen. I haven't found a natural gas generator yet, but I'm sure, or a natural gas geyser yet, but I'm sure there's one around here somewhere. Pick up all that. There, I'll give my guys something to build. I'd like this area to actually come down. So let's just tell them to increase priority on this digging. That'll lower the carbon dioxide down until I'm ready to start pumping it around. We got a Dreco egg. And these guys do drop off a lot of eggshells, which is nice. Now we can set to not contiguous. Debating whether or not to toss one of those pip eggs in here, and I think that's what I'm going to do. Just so they're not both born at the same time. But decreased athletics. Well, I need to get working on someone to go into space. So Liam, you're going to run slow, but then I'm going to toss you in a rocket and you're going to stay there. Still not yet. I don't think I can even tell this to be pips yet. No, not until they hatch. Sometimes I hit the wrong key in this bosses. So, I'm cooking up a pip egg, and then I'm going to hopefully get him to plant these arbor acorns. Didn't really pay attention to when it paused. I just looked over at the recorder and saw that it had paused. So, if I cut myself off in mid-sentence, that's just what happens. Right now we're just digging down. Ooh! Remember what I just said about natural gas geyser? Yeah, maybe I cut myself off, but look, I found natural gas. Awesome. Natural gas, you run into the same issue you run into with electrolyzers and steam vents on Badlands. With no gold amalgam, you need something higher temperature to be able to deal with it. And then whatever that geyser turns out to be. I'm really hoping for is a cool slush geyser or a polluted water. Those are some of the best. Alright, we got a pipsqueak. You come up here. Yay! And I don't think pipsqueaks plant. So I think I'm gonna have to wait until that grows up before it starts planting the plants. That it? Not yet. Nope, these are ready for some plants. I mean, they've got the kind of recreation bonus, and that gives them a place for chit-chat and some other wonderfulness. I'm sorry, but the decreased athletics when they're wearing suits is just one of the darn funniest things when they're just kind of just wiggling and barely able to go up a ladder. Just worthless. Oh, I was digging over here, kind of see what I find. Same thing up here. Mostly just trying to explore the map. I haven't reached space yet, but God, I gotta be close. I'm gonna start picking up all this ethanol. Figure out what I'm gonna do with that. What am I doing on food? Alright, barbecue's coming up. No, I might as well cook that last bit. Alright, while we're waiting on that, I can finish this up. So the system I've come up with that works for me. I wish there was a way of turning liquid reservoirs around. I wonder if they've patched that yet. Yeah, pressing O still doesn't rotate them. Alright, so this feeds into the intake. This feeds polluted water to the sieves. These bridge the outcoming water. This bridges over the outcoming water, outcoming clean water. This feeds into that tank. Once this tank is full, this pipe takes excess clean water and will then dump it into my main water storage. At the same time, I want to store some filtration material and have automated filling of the water sieves. Printers, no more suit wearing. Oh, research. Yeah, we're getting there. Once my research is done, then I just tear these out. Eventually I'll put them in their own room. Squeaks are both hatched. Now we're waiting for them to turn into something else. Just gonna take a look at this. Still no glossy Dreco egg that I'm seeing. And I'll eventually get the warnings that this one's starving, and that's okay. Oh, looks like my recording paused on me. I just got the Mechtronics guy's skill point. So now I heard him. Where'd he go? Yes, I need to find out where Travoldo is. No, he's on break. Of course, as they get there. So as soon as he wakes up, he should start building everything. You see a couple of them have been built. Everything's been queued up and supplied. Now we just need him to build it. I just realized there's another one here that also needs to be built. It's amazing how much better this game gets once you've got automation. Alright, he's getting there. Let's turn the priority up to 6 on this construction. I don't think I even have any stone hatch eggs yet. That's annoying. Stone hatches are what I want to get to. Well, I got about half of it built. Oh, is that? Oh, no, it doesn't have any power. I was trying to figure out why that wasn't working. Might have put it in the wrong place. Maybe we'll find out. Perfect. So now I can set these to priority 5 because my dupes no longer need to fill them, and I can just set the containers up to something high to keep them full. Same thing over here. You can be a 7. Those guys can be 5s. Oh, so my pip, or my pipsqueak turned into a pip, so now I need to tell them to not wrangle him. Alright, that's all built. So this, you can now set all this up. Neat. These I'm going to do one at a time. First I'm just going to tell them to pick up everything, which should be all nice and clean. And then I'm going to set them to coal and critter egg. And this one can reach here, so any critter that dies over here, its meat will automatically be sent over. Alright. So, coal, critter egg. We'll set you to all. And that just helps clean up everything. Ah, screw it, I'm gonna have my dupes do it. Dupes are just faster. Alright, and so I can do the same thing priority-wise. All. These can go down to priority 5, because I don't need my dupes filling those at all. Same with these. These can be priority 5, and that we don't need at all anymore. Bad, bad, and worthless. Alright, I think we'll call that good. I'm going to dig this up and start to get the industrial complex built, and hopefully we'll get some glossy Drecos here soon. Thank you for watching. Hope you all have a wonderful day.